Grand Rising. Desire everyone is doing well. Thank you for coming to the AM Rising Radio. I am Mama Soul of Moonlight Truth Studios. This is something for a forecast that you can actually look out for. There may be some signs, some synchronicities. There may be some symbols that may come forward for you to pay attention to. That may be intuitive nudges, or maybe messages from the ancestors, or your guides, or even from your higher self, depending on where you are within your journey. I am going to pull 12 cards total, tarot cards out total, and I'm going to lay them and speak each one forward. And what you may, this can even be something that maybe, pay attention to. This can be a vibe, a feeling. This can be outside of you. This can be within you. Do keep in mind that this is still going to be a general message, because the collective, even though my house is still small, the collective is still very vast. Let's go ahead and get these cards out. Aries. Aries, we have the Five of Wands. Okay, so it seems like the soul is trying to untangle something for the Aries at this time. I'm trying to get in sync. Okay, Taurus, the Ace of Cups. Okay, so something within your heart is something new is developing in your heart. You're taking something of the past and, a bad piece of bacteria, and you're getting ready to alchemize. You're going to manifest something through the pain. But my Aries, this Five of Wands is also, like no longer resisting going into your DNA, and learning about your heritage. What do we have for Gemini? Gemini, we have the Hanged Man. Okay, so there's some type of detail that you've been looking at, and you keep going around the mulberry bush, and there's something about the need to surrender, just to let it go, just relax, because it's almost like if you're looking for something and you just had it in a particular place, slow down, stop, take your mind off it, do something else, and then it'll show up. That's how I'm seeing that for my Gemini energy. And Cancer, what do we have for Cancer? What does Cancer need to see within this day? Here, Cancer, we have the Page of Pentacles. There's this can be a person. This can be a person with the page that may have a new idea that they may want to present to you. This person can be younger than you, or maybe older than you, but have a very mature position or statue, or, the way that they hold themselves up with a level of dignity that you would think that they are a mature person, but in actuality, they're really younger. So it's almost like, because they're laid back, but there's something creative or some type of idea that they have that they may want to present to you that may be lucrative for you. But Cancer, I'm also seeing where there's something with your finances that you're supposed to take a step towards something. There's an important decision of where your money's going to go. Leo, Seven of Swords. Leo. Oh yeah, Leo is exposing some stuff. We are in the Leo season, and Leo season is definitely exposing areas where we, the individuals, have been, hiding some things, holding some things in secret, not wanting them to be seen. And this is like coming out of the cave. But my Leo, how is the Seven of Swords? It's not communicating outside of collective energy. Yeah, Leo, you got your Leo, you got your eye on a prize. There's something that you want, but you're not going after it. Yeah. There's something you desire, something that you want, but you're not going after it. And that's so you have a little bit of self-sabotage energy that you may need to really pay attention to. My cards are just not Virgo. Yes, I do. I need space. Okay. Virgo. Oh, Virgo want to throw stuff out. The Eight of Swords. This is following suit. 7 to the 8. Virgo. But we have another card here. This is Judgment in reverse. Pay attention to your words and how you communicate to yourself. Yeah. Try to bring some level of compassion into yourself this week. As well as show a little compassion to others. Try not to be so quick with your tongue or so quick to get caught up in asking all of these different questions because you feel that you need to have a level of control. But there's also something at unawares with the Judgment being in reverse. So it's like a sudden shock. My Virgos, there's some type of plan or something or idea that's not going to work out exactly the way that you planned. And when this happens, this is where you need to be gentle and show compassion with whoever these team members are, or maybe even just yourself as a whole. Aries, there's also something about you trying to do something, but you want to know, where are they at? Where's the people? Why aren't they showing up? That's what this is asking. Or maybe Aries, you're supposed to be in a place or a space and you're not showing up for the person, and maybe they're blowing your phone up or something. I don't know. Maybe you're not in position, and there's a lot that I can get within these cards, and I'm really trying to keep this general, but and as short as possible. But there's something over there, Aries. Let's see what Libra, because Libra Aries is also the opposite axis. It's also, I'm trying to get my chair adjusted. I might be shaking the tables. I never lit that. The opposite axis that's going to follow down can also feed into the individual zodiacs as well. The Page of Swords. Libra. Information. Their sword, their arrow, Leo's arrow, the fire, it's down, striking to pull. Libra, justice. But this is haste. There's something turbulent, Libra. I can't catch the light. Libra, there's a safeguard in your energy. Like, just be cautious. Pay attention to your environment. That's what I'm getting here, is pay attention, Libra, to your environment. Don't leave your purse just sitting around or, open when you're in the store. Or fellas, make sure um, you're proper as well. If you have cash or certain things or whatever, don't pull it all out. That's what I'm getting for my Libras. There's also something with an idea that's coming in from the shadow for my Libras that may be beneficial. It almost feels like the shadow of a guardian. Who comes after Libra? Scorpio. We have the star. There's something my Scorpios need to heal. This is giving healing vibes, not being witnessed or seen amongst the people. but being seen amongst the stars. So maybe with this eclipse that's taking place today, depending on when you come to this might be the night sky that you may want to stargaze within. Because remember, the foundation and the grounded energy to the Scorpio would be Taurus. And that's within a renewing of something within the heart. And I feel like the heart right now is seeking out what is most important for you, because she looks like she is, are we going to capture that? Like she's really needing to go before the spirits or the heavens to receive the answers that is needed. It's an inner quest. It's an inner alchemy. Sagittarius, the Nine of Wands. I heard use what you got to get what you want. It's transforming. Something that used to hurt, you're going to observe throughout the day that it doesn't hurt as bad as it once did. There's a different perspective that you see of the things within the past, because the Gemini energy is upside downwards in surrender in a vulnerable space, and it's looking back towards the past. But here, this fella here, or this young lady here, is actually sitting up. Oh God, is actually sitting up against a tree, peaceful. Okay, looking at the past. So there's something, there's something at your moment within being present that you're going to see has changed, has shifted within yourself. And it's going to make better sense. It's going to make much more good sense to you and why you had to experience, because these wands are so full of greenery. And this looks like, the pine tree, because like the pine needles to the pine tree. And those grow and stay green, the evergreens throughout all the seasons. Capricorn, what do we have here? The Six of Swords. What are you moving away from? What are you parting from? What are you deciding to finally move away? Or are you still curious? Yeah, are you still curious? With the Page of Pentacles within Cancer energy of the nurturer, the provider. Are you thinking about, Capricorn, someone that you let get away? Because I'm seeing the man with the wheat and the woman in the white dress on her boat, moving away. So is there a reminiscence? Are you reminiscent of a past love or a past or a missed opportunity? And I feel like if you are, then that's when you got to kind of, it's like a fair, I don't, it's almost like finally being able to mentally surrender the old memories that once was haunting you within a relationship that got from underneath of you. That's how that feels, Capricorns. This also is giving me that maybe possibly you may see something of this remnants. It's not coming out right, Chrissy, I hear. There's something else here, Capricorn. Capricorn, Cancer. See, because if I read according to the cross, Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, it's almost as if some of you may be cross-watching, especially with the Page of Swords being here. So either one, my Aries, Libras, Cancers, Capricorns, you may be cross-watching, and some of the things that you may be seeing, is like solidifying that it's time for you to move on, or it's time for you to part your own way, or something like that is here. Aquarius, the Seven of Pentacles. Can we go ahead and get Pisces and just face it down right here? Okay, right here. Face it down. Aquarius, Seven Pentacles. What are you working on? Or are you investing in something? Are you trying to invest? Are you trying to sign some type of contract? Yeah, because I can't get it right. Some type of contract, because the Seven of Swords is with the Leo energy. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. And it seems like some type of signing, or some type of signing. There's so much crossing energy that I want to go into, but I'm not here for that. Okay. Aquarius, pay attention to when you're moving your money around. When you're going to the bank or something like that, or pay attention to your tires, your car. That's what I'm getting with that. Yeah, because it's almost like I'm seeing like a bump in the road, like this wheelbarrow here, like the back part of it, like it gets snagged or hit something, like jumping a curb, or the curb looked like it was safe, but it actually really wasn't. It had something or some type of shard or something in it, and it diffuses the tire. Also pay attention in your mind when you start to get into that poverty consciousness, and it takes you out of a level of gratitude, especially with the heart of Taurus, of the ace here, and the Scorpio to your cross. So make sure that you stay focused within your gratitude. Pisces, death. Oh gosh. Hailstorms, horses, transformation, movement. Yeah, so Pisces, some of you, you're not trapped anymore. You see that you're not trapped anymore through the energy of Virgo, because the awareness, the judgment is facing down here, looking at this of Pisces. So Pisces, there's a move or something that's going to be moving kind of quick for you. The ancestors, spirit guides, however you want to call it, is creating the space. They're creating the whirlwind for you to actually get into the position and where you need to go. And it seems like you need to get up over the hill, over the mountain, to the other side. And there's something that's rallying. This seems like more than just the day, but this is something that's rallying. It's been already in momentum, as I'm seeing this spiral here in the sky, as well as the entrapment and the coils that's within the reflection here in this Eight of Swords as well. And this is the perspectives and the woundings as well in the message that was speaking for the Gemini Sagittarius, because that is also what creates your cross as well. Okay. I do desire that this rising radio, they said we're not done. I don't want this to be lengthy. I don't know. Do let me know in the comment section if you like this way of reading. Yeah, let me know in the comment sections. But they told me no. They want me to go further. But there's energy here that there's Gemini and Scorpio that has major arcanas, as well as the other card that came out with Virgo, which is Judgment, which is not aware of. And there's only two people of Libra and Cancer that came forward, that's dealing with people kind of individually within their life. But here, the others within the energy, it's more with dealing within the whole self, okay? And not so much with someone else. No, here, yeah, death is a major arcana. So we have 3, 4 in total. You want me to get an angel number? So I guess I'm supposed to be obedient to my own self, my own inner voice, because, you know, that's the dedication, the self-love, the hearing my own voice. If I want others to hear me outside of me, then therefore I must listen also to the self of me. That's why I chose the spell word of obedience. Okay. I am just going to let the number come out and read the affirmation. I'm not going to go through the whole things. Okay. Aries 15, I am wise. Yeah, well, you need to know that you make the proper choices, especially with the 5 of Wands, showing up for you. Taurus 66, I am positive. Yeah, so you need to feed your heart with positive affirmations throughout the day. Gemini 777, I am in flow. Okay. Yeah, you need to surrender in order to get into flow. Surrender the mind, right? Clear the mind, make the choices that you need to make. Cancer 666, and no, that's not the mark of the beast. Okay, that is the 6 neutrons and protons, 6 electrons of you melanated DNA. Okay, it is not the mark of the beast. It says, Cancer, I am centered. Yes, because this person had the energy of laid back, in what they're bringing towards you. And the 666 also, we can see that as a number of harmonious energy. So it's something positive that someone has for you, and it's going to put you in your heart center, I feel. They said move these cards. Leo 2-2, I am aligned. Okay, well, get out of the cave, come out, stand out, do what you're supposed to do. You have your eyes on the target because you already have your arrow in your bow, but now you need to go ahead and take the aligned actions. Okay, you need to go ahead and get yourself where you need to be. Okay, so you can stand and be in your power. Don't hide, stand forward. Virgo 10, I am ingenious. Yeah, you need to know that. You need to be aware that you are ingenious, that you are highly intelligent, and you do not have to allow your intelligence to hold you back, or anything that anybody else has to say to you or about you, be relevant. Don't let it, what's the word I want to say? Don't internalize it. Do not personalize it, okay? Libra 20, I am harmonious. I can't talk. I am harmonious. Okay. What was the thing? The Page of Swords? That was a person, something behind the back. Yeah. So, yeah, harmonious. You got to stay on guard. 20. That's that staying on guard. You got within your relationships, within your environments, within your pursuit within the day. You can't allow your mind or your emotions to get the best of you. Okay? Because once you allow that to get the best of you, then that's going to knock your equilibrium off. And that's when whatever this is may come in upon you. Scorpio 10-10. Yes, be patient, dear. My Scorpios, be patient with yourself and be patient with the cosmos. The zeros represent the cosmos. Be patient also with your better half, or your masculine if you're male, however, masculine, feminine energy. This may be what you need to be patient with within yourself. This may be what you need to assist within your connection and what it is that you need to heal um, within your wholeness. Sagittarius, correct? 44. Okay. We have two master numbers here. I am supported. Yes, because that Sagittarius energy, it's like you reflect, you see, now, and things are starting to grow for you. You're moving past, you see that you're supported now. So 44, when you see that, that's just an encouragement of the angels and your ancestors that are there to let you know that they're there. Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn want to jump, boo. 333. I am powerful. Yes, my Capricornus, you are powerful. You are able to move away from whatever situation that may be at you. Anybody that may be nagging at your mind or whatever, you can move away from that. If there's someone trying to, play a guilt trip or whatever on you, you see 333, say, I am powerful. I am in control over my life, my thoughts, my mind. Call in yourself, call out your full name, 333. I am the master of me. I am powerful, such and such, such and such. I call me back. Okay, there's ways to utilize and work and transmute energy with these systems and these simple affirmations and even these numbers when certain things occur. Some of this, okay, because we are all of these zodiacs, right? There may be another number that's, that you're not familiar with that particular zodiac that may be more resonance for you or maybe popping up. That's when you need to go look in your natal chart and see what planets and what houses are there. Then that way you can come into the discovery of the other aspects and dimensions of you. Let's see who we have. Aquarius, 7. I am brilliant. Yes, you are. But pay attention to when you riding around with your money. Okay. 7 again. I am brilliant. Yes, you have created some things and now you are going to make these investments, take them somewhere else. But there's a caution in how you go about the things that you possess. Okay. How you refine them, how you uncover them to people. Okay. Is important. So pay attention to the single number digit of 7. Things may be, what was I going to say? Showing up in sequences of 7, maybe significant. Okay. Pisces, they said shuffle. Oh, because Pisces, okay. Whatever this death, whatever this quick, fast change that you got going on, Pisces, for real, it's abundant. It's for, if it's something that you don't want to do, my Pisces, whatever's transpiring in your life, whatever the ancestors, the gods, the divas, the whatever you want to call it, your spiritual team, your huda, it don't matter. Okay. There's something energetically within the etherics that is rallying up something in your physical world that is about to shift your reality. Okay. That is going to come at unawares, but it's for your greater good. So as your reminder, when you see 8-8, even though things may be tumultuous or feeling, very, just feeling like you're in despair or very emotional, don't know what to do, remember, and you see that 8-8 is to let you know that it is in your favor. The financial, the material, whatever it is that your life, it is obtainable. It is right there. Remember, I am wealthy. And I do say, my zodiacs, this is Mama So. Until then, AM Radio says I'm going to go mind my business. Ciao.